Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're gathered here this evening to pray for Burma, for friends, families, and loved ones who are now held captives inside their own homes, and those who are now fleeing for their lives from a ruthless military regime. We're thankful that we are able to hold this prayer event and that we are free to be able to speak our minds and offer our prayers freely. None of these are those little things that you and I take for granted. Little things such as being able to sleep soundly at night without fear of a mortar shell exploding inside your home, or the sound of a violent knock on your door by soldiers who conduct random search or raid on your home in the middle of the night. Friends, my name is Salai Za Uk Ling, and I'm the Deputy Executive Director at the Chin Human Rights Organization. I'm an ethnic Chin and a Christian minority from Burma. My grandfather was one of the first Chins to be converted and baptized by the American missionaries more than 100 years ago. I'm grateful for the privilege of being with you this evening. For this, I'm truly grateful to Christian Solidarity Worldwide. Ben Rogers especially has been a very good friend for whom I have the deepest respect. To borrow the words of the former UN Special Envoy for Burma, what we have in Burma today is simply a human rights and a humanitarian catastrophe. The people of Burma are being plagued by coup, contagion, and crisis. What saddens me the most is that all of these are man-made. COVID contagion is being made worse by the coup, by the greed of power of one man, General Min Aung Hlaing, a dictator and a tyrant who stops at nothing to hold on to power. Friends, I urge you to pray for those who are fleeing violence and atrocities in southeastern Burma, in Karen and Karenni states, for those who are being bombarded by military jets and helicopter gunships in Sagaing, and those who are indiscriminately being shelled upon with heavy artillery in Chin and Kachin states, and for those helpless civilians whose homes are torched and burned by soldiers, and for those who are being arrested and tortured elsewhere across Burma. Let us pray for the elderly, mothers, children, the sick, and the disabled who are struggling to survive under an environment of fear. The United Nations has recently said that the number of people fleeing violence and being displaced inside Burma has doubled since the attempted coup last year. Let us pray for humanity in the face of extreme brutality and barbarity. Humanity unites us in values and in our quest for peace and a better world. Let us pray for all peoples of Burma who, regardless of their ethnicity or religion, are struggling to stay alive under tyranny. Most important of all, let us pray for the safety and security of all those fighting for true justice and freedom, so that we can have lasting peace in Burma very soon. Thank you, and may God bless you all.